I always thought proposing was supposed to be one of the happiest moments of a man's life, but that day felt like the universe was laughing at me. I had planned everything with my heart. No fancy hotel, no fireworks, no photographers hiding behind bushes, just the quiet park where I first saw her, the old bench where her smile changed my life, and a simple ring I had saved months to buy. But the moment I knelt down, she didn't smile. She laughed. At me. At my effort. At my love. And in that moment, I learned some people don't want love, they want an audience. To be honest, I was never the grand gesture type of man. I found joy in small things. A warm cup of coffee, a quiet walk, and a simple moment that meant something real. Leela was the opposite. Her world ran on perfection, perfect poses, perfect outfits, perfect pictures for her perfect online life. In the beginning, I thought it was charming, but slowly, I started to realize, maybe I wasn't part of her life. Maybe I was just a prop in her aesthetic. Still, on that day, I was excited, nervous, but excited. I had prepared a small picnic. I had handwritten a letter one I rewrote at least 3 times because my hands wouldn't stop shaking. And I had bought a simple ring on monthly installments. Not big, not flashy, but full of meaning. As we walked toward the park, she complained the whole time. The wind is ruining my hair. These shoes hurt. I'm not in the mood today. I ignored it. I kept smiling, because that bench meant everything to me. That bench was where I first looked at her and thought, she's the one. When we reached it, I asked her to sit. Annoyed, she reluctantly did. I took a deep breath. My heart was pounding. My hands were cold, but I knelt down anyway. Her face froze, then twisted. Then, she burst out laughing, not the sweet kind, the cruel kind. People walking by stopped to look. Her laugh got louder. Seriously, Daniel, she scoffed. This is your proposal. No decorations, no photographer, no romantic hotel. This ring looks cheap. I felt something inside me collapse. My fingers tightened around the ring box. My ears were burning. I wanted the ground to swallow me whole. I slowly closed the box. She stood up and walked away. Not a single word, not even a look back. That night she texted me, "Plan a proper proposal next time. Then we'll talk." Proper, that word dug into me like a knife. I realized something. She didn't want marriage. She wanted material, so I didn't call. I didn't text, I disappeared. The viral momenti thought the story would end there, but life had other plans. A stranger in the park had recorded the entire thing, within 3 days. The video went viral, but not against me, it was in my favor. Comments poured in. He deserves someone better. That girl didn't deserve him at all. Simple proposals are the most meaningful. For the first time in months, I felt seen. I felt understood. I realized maybe simplicity wasn't a flaw. Maybe she just didn't know how to value it. I started getting invitations from talk shows, small podcasts, and even a charity foundation called Love Doesn't Need Luxury. And then, I got an idea. A wild, impossible idea. The proposal the World WATCHED, the charity event was huge, hundreds of people, bright lights, cameras everywhere. I stood backstage holding the same simple ring, the one I once thought wasn't good enough. My name was called. The room applauded, and suddenly, I was no longer the man on the bench being laughed at. I was someone with a voice. I stood at the microphone and began. I once proposed to someone I loved. I wasn't rejected. I was mocked. Because my proposal wasn't grand enough. Because my love wasn't packaged in rose petals and hotel lights. Silence filled the hall. But then, something incredible happened. People showed me that love doesn't need an audience. It doesn't need luxury. It doesn't need perfection. What it needs is sincerity. The room held its breath. I knelt down on one knee, the same way I had that painful day, but this time, I wasn't proposing to a person. This isn't a proposal to anyone. It's a proposal to the idea that simple love still matters. To the people who love quietly, honestly, without needing to show off. Lights dimmed, camera flashes sparkled everywhere. The crowd erupted in applause, a standing ovation. That clip, it went more viral than the original. Millions watched. News channels covered it. People stitched reactions saying the speech healed them. And then, Leela texted me. Her reach URN. Her text was long, apologetic, emotional. She wrote, "I saw your video. And I'm sorry. I didn't realize what I had. Can we meet? Maybe try again." I stared at the message for a few minutes, and for the first time ever, I wasn't angry. Just done. So I replied. I went back to that bench, and someone else said yes. She blocked me instantly. I expected that. The real ending a year later, I returned to the same park, same bench, same breeze, same ring. But this time, I wasn't alone. Anna sat beside me, a woman who never mocked me, never compared me, never made me feel small. When I knelt down again, she cried and whispered, "You can propose to me anywhere. I don't care about decoration. I care about you." No cameras, no crowd, no trending just us. Later, a friend posted a simple picture, 2 hearts, 1 bench. People loved it, not because it was grand, but because it was real, and that's when I finally understood. Simplicity was never the problem, it was always the answer. If you've ever been made to feel not enough, just remember this: your worth isn't measured by how expensive your gestures are, but by how genuine your heart is. Some people can't recognize real love until it's gone, but that's not your burden to carry. Share your story in the comments. You never know who might feel less alone because of it. And if you believe real love doesn't need luxury, hit subscribe. We tell stories every week, stories of heartbreak, healing, and rising stronger than before.